All right, so this is the next part of the Unit 1A practice test, okay? And this question saying, which value is equivalent to 8 to the 6 divided by 8 cubed? All right, well, this is very straightforward, okay? We know that x to the a divided by x to the b is equal to x to the a minus b, okay? In other words, we know that the same, when we have a when we're dividing numbers with the same base, all you have to do is subtract their exponents, okay? So 8 to the 6 divided by 8 cubed is just 8 to the 6 minus 3, which is equal to 8 to the 3, because 6 minus 3 is 3, okay? Now, maybe we don't see this on our option choices, okay? We don't see 8 cubed, all right? Maybe what we see is actual numbers, like 64 or 42 and stuff like that, okay? So what you actually want to do, if that's the case, is you want to go out to the side and you want to find out what 8 times 8 times 8 actually is, okay? So 8 times 8 times 8, which is 8 cubed, okay? So you want to go and find that, all right? To do that, you want to do 8 times 8, which is 64, times one more 8. So we're right here, okay? 8 times 4 is 32, carry the 3. 8 times 6 is 48, 48 plus 3 is 512, I'm sorry. 8 times 6 is 48, 48 plus 3 is 51, so you get 512. So 512 as your answer, and that should be one of your choices, okay? And you just select it. All right. Number 14 is very straightforward also. All right. 4 squared times 4 to the 5th power. Okay. We know x to the a times x to the b is equal to x to the a plus b. Okay. All we do so we have the same base right here. The base here is 4. Okay. And when we have the same base, all we have to do is add the exponents. Okay. So 4 squared times 4 to the 5th is going to be 4 to the 2 plus 5, which is going to be 4 to the 7. Okay. So you just select that one. Okay. Please don't do silly things on this problem, like don't do 2 times 5 is 10 and then 4 times 4 is 16. Okay. Those are not the laws of exponents. All right. Please do not do this. Okay. Do what we've done in class. Okay. X to the a times x to the b is x to the a plus b. Right. The base stays the same. Okay. And we just add their exponents. Okay. So you get 4 to the 7. All right. This next one says simplify. Okay. We did a ton of these in class. Simplify this. Well, I like to start with the constants. Okay. 15 and 16. So I'll just do 15 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Okay, so I know the constants multiply to be 9. All right, now we need to multiply x to the 4 times x to the 5. Okay, well, x to the 4th times x to the 5th, that's just going to be same base, so we add their exponents. That's just going to be x to the 4 plus 5, which is x to the 9. Okay, x to the 9th. And then we're going to have y to the 5th times y to the 8th. So y to the 5th times y to the 8th, which is going to equal, same base here, right? The base here is y, so we can just add their exponents. So we get y to the 13, okay? Which we get y to the 5 plus 8, right? Which is y to the 13, okay? So we get y to the 13. And that's our answer, okay? Very straightforward problems, okay? I recommend doing these problems, these kind of easy, very straightforward and easy to manipulate problems, to the very first problems you do on the test. Okay, just to get them out of the way, or to focus on the much longer problems like converting decimals and those. Okay. Here's the next part. All right. This one says simplify. Okay. Simplify 10 to the negative 6. Okay. Well, 10 to the negative 6, okay, if we use our laws of exponents, I remember saying that x to the negative a is equal to 1 over x to the positive a. So in this case, 10 to the negative 6 is equal to 1 over 10 to the positive 6, okay? But 10 to the positive 6 is just the number 1 followed by 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? That's that. And if you're having trouble on this, you can go and visit the Using Laws of Exponents video, part 2. Okay, I did lots of these examples. Okay, this next problem. Okay, this next problem says the value of all goods and services produced in the United States in a year is about 3.6 times 10 to the 14. Okay, 3.6 times 10 to the 14. Okay, then it says US dollars. Okay, then it says while the value of all goods and services produced in the United Kingdom in a year is about 4.4. Okay, so we have 4.4 right here. 4.4 times 10 to the 13 US dollars. They want to know how many times the value of the goods and services produced in the United Kingdom is the value of the goods and services produced in the United States. Okay, well, the second I see this, how many times, I'm automatically thinking to myself, larger over smaller. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the side and let's work that out. Okay, so we have the numbers here. The numbers here are 3.6. Okay, 3.6 times 10 to the 14 and 4.4 times 10 to the 13. Okay, so we can go and see which one of these is larger. Well, which one of these is the larger number? Well, it's not this one, right? Because the exponent on the 10 here is only 13, while the exponent on this one is 14. Okay, so this one's going to be the larger number. Okay, that means when we do larger over smaller, this one will be on top. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're going to get 3.6 times 10 to the 14 divided by 4.4 times 10 to the 13. Okay, and an easy way to a nice way to do this problem, okay, because you're not allowed to use a calculator on the test. So a nice way to go about this problem is to first convert everything to standard form. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to convert everything to standard form first. So 3.6 times 10 to the 14 is going to be equal to 3.6. We're going to move the decimal 14 times to the right. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 zeros. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, because we jumped 14 times. Okay, so we're going to have 13 zeros after that first jump. Okay, 13 more jumps. All right, and then this one's going to be 4.4 times 10 to the 13, which is going to be 4.4 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to have 12 zeros, 0, 0. Okay? So that means what we can do now is we're going to have 36 followed by 13 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? And then 4 followed by, because we're moving the decimal, right, guys? A lot of you guys like to keep the decimal here. Okay? The entire point of this is because we're moving the decimal. All right? And that's what we're doing here. All right, let's move the decimal to the right. So we already moved the decimal 13 times, and we found out that we got 44 with 12 zeros after it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now I showed you guys a little trick in class where you can just do this. You can cross out the zeros, one for each one on the top, one on the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. And if you look and see what you're left with, let's go down here. Now we're going to be left with 360 divided by 44. Okay, how many times is 44 going to 360? Well, on the test, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to do it in your head. I would round this number, okay? So if I'm asking myself how many times is 44 going to 360, and I'm giving a list of options, it's a multiple choice test, I would just round it to 50, and I would ask myself how many times is 50 going to 360? Well, 50 goes into 360, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 7 times. So the answer here should be somewhere around 7. Okay, that's a really nice way to go about it. Okay, or you can do long division, all right? But I just like to round off. Okay? And then we have a very similar problem here, okay? Number 18. It says how many times larger is 6 times 10 to the 9 than 6 times 10 to the 5th? Well, all you have to do here is going to be just do the same thing as before. Larger over smaller. Larger over smaller. All right, which in this case is going to be 6 times 10 to the 9 on top. This one's going to, and the 6 times 10 to the 5th will be on the bottom. Okay, this is going to be 6 followed by 9 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The bottom one's going to be 6 followed by 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can cancel zeros for each one. Okay, so we should have canceled 5 zeros on the top and bottom. Yeah, so we get 60,000 divided by 6, which is going to be 10,000. Okay, which is your answer, which means this number is 10,000 times larger than this number.